Keir Starmer scrap NHS England. Guys, this is huge. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. On this channel, I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. On this channel, I also do reaction videos. So if this content sounds like what you'll be interested in, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. Well guys, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you all the latest update about the NHS, the plans Keir Starmer has for the NHS. This was published March 13, 2025. So the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer scrapped NHS England to put health service into democratic control. So this is what is currently trending. I'm sure some of you must have seen, for those of you current with news or what is happening in the UK. So this is all over social media, what Keir Starmer plans to do with the NHS. So some persons are not happy with this Keir Starmer's plan, especially Unison. Unison is a very big organization, it's a union here in the UK. If you're watching this video and you're a healthcare worker, I'll encourage you to join a union just in case of anything. For me, I join Unison, so you can join any union of your choice. All you need to do is to go on Google and search in union and join. When you join this union, you pay every month. Anyway, Unison are not happy with Keir Starmer's plan to scrap the NHS. But why is Keir Starmer planning to scrap the NHS? Well, watch this short clip before I go further.
But I also think that in government there was a clear moment when the Tories crossed the Rubicon. It was early and it was decisive. And it sent a signal across Whitehall that was never undone. So today I'm going to reverse it, because I don't see why decisions about £200 billion of taxpayer money on something as fundamental to our security as the NHS should be taken by an arm's-length body, NHS England. And I can't, in all honesty, explain to the British people why they should spend their money on two layers of bureaucracy. That money could and should be spent on nurses, doctors, operation, GP appointments. So today I can announce we're going to cut bureaucracy across the state, focus government on the priorities of working people, shift money to the front line. So I'm bringing management of the NHS back into democratic control by abolishing the arm's-length body NHS England. That will put the NHS back at the heart of government where it belongs, freeing it to focus on patients, less bureaucracy, with more money for nurses, an NHS refocused on cutting waiting times at your hospital. Now, tough choices won't just stop there. In this era, they will keep on coming. Our task is clear: national security, national renewal, driving change forward with a plan for change, focused on the interests of working people, securing our future together.
So here's the thing, some persons are happy about this announcement that the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom wants to scrap the NHS. But some persons are not happy about it. If you go, for me, I went through some comments. Some persons were saying they should scrap the NHS England because this waiting, you know, sometimes when you have an appointment, you wait for ages before they will respond to you or before you even get an appointment booked. And some persons, as usual, accusing immigrants. And mind you, immigrants are paying for healthcare surcharge. That means they're paying for insurance for healthcare. But then again, they'll still accuse immigrants. That's just the truth. But anyway, this is what it says on this article about this issue. It says Keir Starmer had brought the health service back under control of ministers by abolishing NHS England. The Prime Minister said the NHS should be overseen by politicians rather than the arm's-length body, as it will bring greater accountability. Starmer move reversed the unpopular shake-up of the NHS carried out by the former Health Secretary Andrew Leslie in the first year of the Conservative, Liberal, Democratic collation. The health secretary, Wes Streeting, said it was the final nail in the coffin of the disastrous 2012 recognition, which led to the longest waiting time, lowest patient satisfaction, and the most expensive NHS in history. In a speech about reshaping the state, Starmer said NHS England will be abolished to cut bureaucracy and bring management of health service back into democratic control. He said the move will free up cash for doctors, nurses, and frontline service and speed up improvement in the NHS, with the government aiming to slash waiting lists by the next election. Streeting has already presided over plans to reduce the size of NHS England by half, and its chief executive, Amanda, is leaving at the end of the month. Streeting said on Thursday that the government was abolishing the biggest quango in the world by getting rid of the NHS England. Its function, he said, will be taken into the Department of Health and Social Care, DHSC, and the margin will take about 2 years, he said. So here is the thing, the fact that Keir Starmer is scrapping the NHS England does not mean that the health system will not be functioning. Everything will still be functioning, but the problem is it will no longer be controlled by the arm-length body, but it will be controlled by the politicians. That is just what is happening. And all of this waiting will end. Then let's see what happens. Like I said, some persons are happy about it, some persons are not happy about it. For me, honestly, I'm just on the fence. I just pray the best should work out. That is just it. So here it says, NHS England was established in 2013 with an intention for it to operate at arm's length from the government. It has since grown to become the world's largest quango. And he went further, saying NHS England was established in 2013 by the former Conservative Health Secretary Andrew Leslie to give the NHS greater dependence and autonomy, with an intention for it to operate at arm's length from the government. It was set up as a quango, an organization that is funded by taxpayers but not controlled directly by the central government, and it is responsible for delivering high quality care and supporting staff and ensuring the value for money. So the problem here is that so many persons are complaining that they are not seeing the value for their money, that when they are sick and they want to book appointment, to get an appointment date is problem, to get a GP appointment is also a problem. So the UK Prime Minister feels like if the politicians should handle the health system here in England, that all of this waiting list will stop. But by doing this, so many departments will be shut down. They will no longer be needed in the health sector. So yes, so many persons will definitely lose their job. Its website stated that it has a wide range of statutory function and responsibility and regulatory power, which include working with the government to agree funding and priorities for the NHS and overseeing the delivery of safe and effective NHS service. The NHS England currently employed about 13,300 people, while the Department for Health and Social Care, the ministerial department responsible for developing and implementing policies and legislation on health and social care England, employed 3,300. And the Health Secretary West said on Thursday that the government wants to slash those total 50% to deliver hundreds of millions of pounds worth of saving. But when questioned precisely how many jobs will be lost, the Prime Minister, officially spokesperson, said he was not going into figures at this stage, as health is a devolved matter. The equivalent body for Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland cannot be abolished by the Prime Minister. So here's the thing, people will lose their job. At this point, they don't talk about people that will lose their job, obviously, because they'll have to cut down so many staffs. I saw a comment, somebody was complaining about when you go to the hospital, you see few healthcare workers, few nurses, and you see so many staffs. You realize that most of them are admin workers, few healthcare workers, that the workload is too much, that she's in support of this. But for me, I am just praying for the best. But one thing I know for sure is that if this goes successful, some persons will definitely lose their job. But then they don't want to talk about that now. On this article, you could hear what he said. It's not something they want to go into. So some NHS workers might start looking for job. If this goes successful, some persons will definitely lose their job. So for the Prime Minister, he feel like if he scrap this, NHS, that there will be more money for nurses, because I mean nurses are complaining they are not being paid well, doctors are complaining they are not being paid well, because I mean so many doctors are now migrating to US, Canada, Australia, where they are being paid well for their service. So the Prime Minister is saying that if he should do this, that nurses and doctors will be paid well. So some persons are also saying that if they scrub this NHS and the politicians, the government, start controlling it, there will be so many corruption, they will be biased. So that kind of a thing. Some persons are not happy about this, and honestly I don't know what to say, but I just feel like to give you guys the latest update. So if you have watched this video from the beginning to the end, what do you think about this? Feel free to leave me your own opinion on the comment section, and feel free to leave me a comment on any type of video you'd like me to make. I'll try my best, make research, and get back to you guys. I'll see you guys in my next post. Bye guys.